And what do you think about your family?
I love my family.
Yeah.
I would not change a thing. It's absolutely perfect. I've loved everything about it. It's just fantastic.
And what have been your experiences? Do you find that you've ever envied other people's families in school, or what are some like standout experiences of you as a young woman with two moms?
I've never envied anyone else's families. In fact, quite the opposite. People have envied mine. They've said, that's so cool, it's so different. And I've been able to open so many people's eyes to it, telling the story. And see, you go into kindergarten and you tell all your classmates and they're like, oh, that's so cool, because like you go into kindergarten and Brenna's just another name, but then you get in and people are not understanding the name. And when you get into kindergarten, that's just another family and that's fine. But then, I moved schools in year 5 for opportunity class, and the people who had never known anyone gay, they were a bit adverse to it. They were, what's this new concept? And I probably experienced a little bit of, bullying and homophobia in year 5 mostly from, my new peer groups. But that was just shut down instantly because I had all these people around me who were really supportive of it. And because I'm so proud of my family, I'm always able to turn it into a positive thing and always be able to convey that to people, because this is my norm. And it's very normal. There's nothing really that's extraordinary about my everyday life. And if you can convey that to someone and, say, my other mum's just as normal as you having a dad, And when people understand that, they really come around to it. And I've had so many amazing experiences because of it. I mean, I've got to be in Mardi Gras the majority of my life. And that is
That's pretty good.
incredible.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
I mean, I got to, after the play school fiasco, I got to, lead up the parade in a convertible. It's just been
That's all right, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, did you get your wave down?
Yes,
were you like with your
absolutely.
mom's? Hey,
My
okay.
arm's getting sore. Okay, so
Yeah, okay, change. Yeah. Pretend like you're screwing in a light bulb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It's good. And Wear It Purple.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that, because you've just become the president of that.
I met Wear It Purple through Mardi Gras. So I was, every year, I started going in Mardi Gras probably with Rainbow Babies, and then I progressed to the rights lobby and all other sorts of things. I'm dressed up as Pebbles from the Flintstone one year and danced my way down the parade. Scooter another year, and I finally found an organisation called High Schoolers Against Homophobia, and we dressed up in school uniform and...
We've lost.
It's cool. School uniform and rainbow, and went down and...
Let's switch microphones. Can you grab Shelley's? Hand that to me, please. Thank you.
And one year, High Schoolers was a little unorganised, and we had to go in the parade with Wear It Purple. And I met Scott and Catherine, who were the founders of Wear It Purple. And Wear It Purple is a very new organisation. We only started 2-3 years ago. And I joined that organisation, and I just saw the passion that they had and the changes that they were making, and I just got very involved in that. And I ran my school's first Wear It Purple Day last year, and raised a whole heap of money from ribbons and badges, and it was just incredible because it went from this 1 week where I put up posters and things, and 2 weeks later on Wear It Purple Day, everyone was wearing purple ribbon, and there was a badge on almost everyone's chest, and I sold out of absolutely everything, and they were all so thrilled to...
And for people who aren't aware of what Wear It Purple is,
Yeah.
Can you just give us a little preface about what exactly you guys do?
The organisation was started after the death of a young adult in America called Tyler Clementi, and there was some awful homophobic bullying that involved a video of him in his university being published to everyone, and it led him to commit suicide. And after that, Scott and Catherine were driven to start this organisation in Australia that encourages people to wear purple to show their support for gay youth at risk of these issues, suicide and self-harm. And this is a really good way of conveying it, because people who aren't out and hiding in their schools can see this message broadcast on social networking sites and pictures everywhere, and hear our message and see people around them dressed up and feel supported without having to actually come out and talk to people about it. And it's a nice way to start building from the ground a really accepting environment in schools especially, because we can really go through the passion on the ground level of some students, because young people really are supportive. They're really accepting. It's a new generation, and you know, there's fantastic people who are, you know, your generation, but I feel like the youth I feel like the youth that I know are absolutely brilliant. And, you know, all of there's a lot of statistics that show that youth are very accepting of same-sex marriage. And I'm really, really happy to be a part of that. And I see a lot of passion in the people around me, and a lot of passion in the people in my school. And it's so much acceptance within that. And I think really driving it from, you know, the student's perspective and saying, you know, we're happy for this change. And having it in schools is really fantastic, because it really helps to, you know, build that supportive environments in all schools.
It's really important. I've noticed in my career as a DJ, which has been going for a little while, that when I was first DJing in straight clubs and home nightclub, and this is going back 15 years ago, and like you'd never ever see any gay kids. And then by the 10 years, by the time I finished working there would be boys and girls just kissing and stuff, and no one, there was no homophobia, there was no, you know, everybody was just really accepting, and it was really cool for me as a gay woman to watch that change over 10 years. And I applaud your generation, you know, for learning some lessons probably from kind of Cro-Magnon behavior from our generation.
It's funny because it's kind of becoming a bit trendy. And some people are like,
what's becoming trendy?
I'm just going to try being lesbian for a week, you know, because it's a cool thing to do. Yeah,
I've heard that. Yeah.
And, you know, some people are, I'm going to be gay and for a while, and I'll try being bi. And a lot of people start from the ground and they say, well, I don't know what my sexuality is yet. I'm going to go with bi. I'm bisexual until I decide, you know, and until I, you know, experiment. And it's perfectly okay for people to experiment. Yep. And try things, which is great, because we're really exploring our sexuality rather than it being such a challenge to actually come out and come to terms with it.
Yeah. Thank you very much.